Easy spaghetti is the easiest and fastest recipe I make. I can cook a whole week's worth of dinners at one time. I'll make those and possibly beef stew or meatloaf for variety so that I don't have the same meal for a week. Not only is Newman's Own good for the reasons shown, but all profits go to charity, and I like the taste. If you are cooking for children, they may like ragu or prego, which is even sweeter than ragu. The last thing I need is extra stuff left over after cooking. I made the recipe come out even. Follow the directions for freezing and reheating, and you will enjoy your labors later. The tools you will need to cook the spaghetti are a 6-quart pot for spaghetti with a draining lid or a colander for draining, a medium saucepan with a lid, a cooking spoon to stir the sauce, and a pasta fork or tongs. The ingredients are fairly simple. 1 jar, 24 ounces, of any type of spaghetti sauce. I prefer Newman's Own. 1 package of spaghetti noodles. They come in 1-pound packages. Added meat if desired. That would be frozen cooked meatballs or 1 pound of ground meat, cooked, some olive oil, and some salt and pepper. The skill of cooking is to have everything done at the same time. So here's how we're going to do it. Take the sauce and dump it into the saucepan. Don't worry about getting all of the sauce out of the jar. Add a little bit of water to the jar, close the lid, shake it until all of the sauce comes out, and empty that into the saucepan. There should be nothing left in the jar. Add the meat to the saucepan, cover it, and cook it on medium-low heat. It should be done when the pasta is done. Now for the pasta. In a 6-quart pot, you're going to want to fill that about 2/3 of the way with water. It's not an exact amount. Add a little bit of salt because that's going to flavor the pasta and it's going to facilitate the boiling. Add a little bit of olive oil to the water as well. Once you get it to a rolling boil, add the spaghetti. Using the tongs or the pasta fork, carefully twist the spaghetti into the water until all the noodles are separated and submerged. You want to make sure they're separated because you don't want to end up with what I call a pasta log at the end of the cooking. Cook the noodles until they are al dente per the package instructions. To test, remove 1 noodle of the spaghetti from the cooking pot and bite it. It should be firm but not mushy. It should have a firm center, but it shouldn't be tough and it shouldn't be crunchy. If you've done this correctly, everything should be done at the same time. The spaghetti should be done per your al dente test, and the spaghetti sauce should be slowly bubbling. It should be hot, but you don't want it to be a rolling boil. You're going to burn the sauce if you do that. Drain the spaghetti. That means you take the pot to the sink and you pour out all the water. You either pour the spaghetti into a colander or you use the spaghetti pot slotted lid to drain the spaghetti. Add just a little bit of olive oil to the spaghetti and stir it in. Don't add a lot. Now divide the spaghetti up into 6 servings. I put 5 in freezer containers and the 6th goes onto my plate. Take the spaghetti sauce off the heat. Don't forget to turn the burners off. And then divide up the meatballs, or if you just have spaghetti sauce with meat or no meat in it, just now divide it up across the 6 different servings. Sprinkle Parmesan cheese on the portion you're going to eat and enjoy. Now let's heat up that frozen spaghetti for another meal. Take the spaghetti out of the freezer container and empty it onto a microwave-safe plate. That could be a paper plate, thick paper like Chinette, Corelware, which is microwave safe, or microwavable plastic. Nothing like stoneware or normal commercially available plates, and certainly not commercial plastic plates because they will melt or shatter. If you notice when you remove the spaghetti from the freezer, there was a lot of frost inside the container. That's water that the spaghetti has lost, so we need to replace that water during microwaving. So add a little bit, about an ounce or so of water, right on top of the frozen pasta. Don't worry about if any of it drips onto the plate because it's going to be absorbed during the heating. Cover the microwave with a cooking shield, and that's basically a big plastic shield that goes right over top of the plate. You can find them in any kitchen supply store. Cook on high, and I have an 1100-watt microwave for 6 minutes. Add Parmesan cheese when it's finished and serve with a salad or fruit. Once you've mastered easy spaghetti, you can try my other recipes, like spaghetti carbonara, which is bacon or ham in a light cream sauce with egg, or spaghetti alfredo, which is grilled chicken in a white cream sauce. See my website for these and other interesting recipes for single dad cooking. Thanks for listening.